Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. In this video, we are going to install Pusa diffusion video model locally and we will see how it works. One of the unique features of this model is that it uses something new. Let me explain in a very simple way. So, traditional video diffusion models try to generate videos by treating the entire sequence of frames as a single block, applying a scalar timestamp variable that controls the noise removal process uniformly across every frame. This is a straightforward extension from image diffusion models as we know. It doesn't account for the fact that each frame in a video may need to evolve differently to capture complex, realistic motion and temporal dependencies. As a result, these approaches often struggle to produce compelling, coherent videos. This is where this Pusa shines, where it is using a new technique called as Frame Aware Video Diffusion Model or FVDM, as you can see in this diagram on the very right hand side. This FVDM solves this limitation by introducing a new technique which is called as VTV or vectorized timestamp variable. So instead of using a single timestamp for the whole video, FVDM lets each frame have its own independent timestamp, enabling each frame to be denoised according to its own schedule. This flexibility allows FVDM to better capture intricate temporal dynamics between frames, resulting in videos that look more realistic and temporally coherent. With this design, FVDM outperforms various other models, and they have shared the benchmarks in this paper plus in this GitHub repo, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. So let's not get you bored more. Let's get it installed locally, and for that I am very thankful to Best Compute who are sponsoring this VM, Ubuntu 22.04 and my GPU card NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM. I'm going to use UV project and package manager for Python for this video, and you can see that here I am simply installing it. If I do this UV dash version, hopefully this should be in my path, that is there. Cool. So we have now UV installed. Next up, I am going to get the GitHub repo and I will drop the link to it in video's description. Let's initialize our UV and install everything with the UV. Let me run this. So this is going to install and configure a lot of things. Let's run this. This is going to take a bit of a time, and while that happens, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws with applications in data generation, task automation and world simulation. And UV is already done. And now we need to download the model from Hugging Face. For that, I need to install this Hugging Face hub here, and then we can log in to the Hugging Face with this CLI command. And I would need to put in my read token, which you can also grab for free from huggingface.co from your profile. So I have just pasted my token and I am now logged in. Let's maybe create a new directory within here. I don't see much here, so I'm just going to say a new directory, and then I'm going to maybe download this with Hugging Face CLI in this local directory. Hopefully this command is right. It is going to take a bit of a time to download everything, so let's wait. And the model is being downloaded. You can see the size here, 40.1 gig, the second last line. So it is a huge model. Anyway, let's wait. And the model is downloaded eventually. Let me clear the screen. And now let's git clone the actual repo of Pusa. And you can see that I'm just going with this Pusa VidGen. The reason why I am cloning it, because we are going to use their provided scripts in order to generate a video from image and text. And the command which we are going to use is this one. So if you look here, all I'm doing, I am just specifying my CUDA devices. I just have one device here. and this is the script we are using, and the model directory is Pusa. This is the one which we downloaded earlier. This is the actual path to that safe tensor file, and the prompt is that the camera remains still, the man is surfing on a wave with his surfboard. This is the reference image which I'm going to use, this one, and then there are some conditional positions and number of steps. So let's run this. And eventually it finished. Took over 45 minutes for that reference image. Takes too long, and the VRAM consumption was just close to 79 gig. Let me take you to the browser and I will play the video which it has generated from this text prompt and a reference image. There you go. So the quality of video is not that great, but it has followed the image and the text prompt quite nicely, I would say. The water looks good. Human figure is also quite good, I would say. Hands are fine. I don't really see any malformity. Maybe the feet are too big, or maybe what exactly that is. Yeah, the feet are too big, I guess. But other than that, doesn't look too bad. A bit grainy, yes, of course. But maybe because I have just one GPU, or maybe we just followed the 30 steps. But to be fair to the model creator, they have mentioned very clearly that it is experimental preview model and they will be doing further iterations of it. And interestingly enough, this was trained with only 0.1k H800 GPU hours, and the total training cost was just 0.1k US dollars. The hardware they used was around 16 H800 GPUs, plus the configuration they used was around 500 training iteration. I think that could improve because that seems a bit low to me. And they could even improve this with single node training, and maybe they could use some parallelism in order to optimize it. But other than that, as I said, the main attraction for me was this new diffusion paradigm, which implements frame level noise control with vectorized timestamps. And I think this could enable unprecedented flexibility and scalability. So maybe someone else could also adopt this and they might be able to create a better model, because I believe this thing could be improved a lot. And I have no doubt in my mind that this image to video or text to video generation is the new frontier for AI models. That's it. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, please do me a favor and share the channel among your network, as it helps a lot. Because creation of these videos, all these resources, they take a lot of money, a lot of time and effort. And this is the only marketing I do. I totally rely on you guys. So I'll be very grateful if you could share and like the videos and the channel. Thank you for all the support.